Can you see Doc winning the East with Embiid and Simmons?
I do. I cannot. The East is getting better. Giannis is going to get better. Who knows what the moves they're going to make. Heat are up and coming. Boston is young. They're going to get better. I just think Kemba was kind of nicked at the end of the year. That's why they started resting him down the stretch, Skip, and he never regained that in the bubble. But Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, they got the makings of a really good team. Nets now have KD and Kyrie, and they're probably going to have Karis LeVert. They're going to – no, I don't. The question is, I think one of the reasons Doc was hired, Skip, is that they believe he can get through to Joel Embiid. Joel, you need to take it serious. You bull jiving. Who you kidding? You're not in shape. You make it up the court 2 times and you're tired. You're lagging. You're last guy up the court. You're not training. You don't take your training serious. You don't take your nutrition serious. You don't take the game serious. You bull jiving. You're fooling yourself. It's hard for me to see how you can take the next level until Ben Simmons can shoot a jump shot. Skip, how can I say, man, he could be a great pitcher if he can just locate the ball? What kind of bull job is that, Skip? You're a basketball player. At some point in time, you're the point guard, and you're not gonna shoot no jump shots. I just don't see it. I don't like this. I don't like the pairing, Skip. I really don't. But Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons needs to work on a shot and feel comfortable enough in the game to shoot it. Joel Embiid needs to take training, take nutrition serious, take the game serious. And he can't be missing 20 games a year, Skip. He'll play 2 games and then he's out a week. He'll play 5 games and then he's out 4 games. That's unacceptable. So can I see them winning the East? No. To make a long story short, no.
Can I see them winning the East? Yes. I believe in Doc Rivers. I always have. I still believe in Joel Embiid much more than you do. I agree with everything you just said. But I have seen it come to pass where you can see what he is a nuclear weapon.
Yes.
When he is right, he is about as right as anybody in the game. He can go 40 and 20. He can make 3-point shots, which he takes too many, but he can make them.
Yes.
And he can make 80 to 85% of his free throws, which is extraordinary for a man that big.
Right.
You've got all of that operating if he ever gets somebody to push the right button for him to take it seriously on and off the court. And
How?
Okay, I'm hoping that Doc is that guy.
Okay.
All right? If anybody can get through to him, I believe that a man with Doc's credentials, with his deep background, with his rings and his ring and his
Personable?
He is so personal. He can reach. And remember, he got the best year ever out of Tobias Harris. He can go 20 a game for you. He can go like 20 and 7 for you. That's what he did for Doc's Clippers. So you look at this, and then the other button he has to push is in Ben Simmons.
Yes.
He's another one. I'm not sure if he really cares about this or not.
He's a walking triple-double.
Oh, is
and
he?
he's a tremendous defensive player. He's first-team all-defense.
First-team all-defense. And I'm guessing Doc is thinking we need a point guard, and it could be Ben Simmons. Would he take that role? But he has to be able to make if you dare him to shoot that shot, you got to make a few of them.
You're right.
Or you're going to become a liability.
Doc was a point guard.
He was a point guard. So my point is, Al Horford is still there. Josh Richardson is still there. Okay, but they got
Al Horford. Why, Skip?
Okay, but Josh Richardson, Mike Scott, Shake Milton.
Yeah.
You know, they have pieces to puzzle that look like it almost worked. I mean, in 18-19, they went 51 and 31, and who made the luckiest shot in the history of the playoffs?
Yeah.
Kawhi made that shot, right?
But
that kept them.
You like the Sixers better when they had spacers. They had Bellinelli.
They did.
They had Ilyasova.
They were really good.
Now,
and then the Celtics blew them out in 5 games.
But now, Skip, you bring Al Horford and Ben Simmons. Where's the space? You got 2 guys that operate. Both guys can shoot threes, but Al Horford wants to play like a small. You're big, bro.
Yep. But the telltale sign to me was Doc going to leap at this opportunity?
Yeah.
And he leapt.
Yes.
It happened in a day.
Well, I think the thing is, Skip, is that Doc didn't want to rebuild. Doc is not for the rebuild. Remember, he left. He got up out of Boston because they were looking to rebuild.
Yep.
And I think he still looks at New Orleans as a rebuild because they're young. Yep. I mean, Zion's going to be, 21?
I agree.
Zoe is 23? Josh Hart is 25. Brandon Ingram's 24. Are they going to keep Holiday? Are they going to look to move Holiday? Somebody will give them something for Holiday, but it's going to be younger players. So you're going to be even more in a rebuild.
Okay, so obviously I picked the Clippers to win it all this year. In large part, I kept telling you because they got Doc and you got.
Are you picking them to win it next year?
The Celtics or the Clippers?
No, the Clippers.
I mean, I'm seeing the.
Are you going to pick them to win it next year?
If it's Ty Lue, I might.
I pick my team. I'm going to record right now.
Okay.
My team.
So, that's the point about what happened with Doc. I still love him as coach. I did not love what happened against the Nuggets. Something went really wrong. Just remember about the political chaos that was probably taking place behind the scenes.
Right.
You got, looking over one shoulder, the great Jerry West. Obviously, great player, and he was a head coach in this league, right? Looking over the other shoulder is Lawrence Frank, who has been a head coach in this league, correct?
Yep.
And to your right is Ty Lue, who's obviously won a ring as a head coach.
Right.
And overseeing the whole operation is a guy worth $70 billion who won't take no for an answer, who wants results now. Right. And they did.
And that's normally what happens when you have that kind of capital, Skip. You get results now. Well, I want to be in this place. Okay, Mr. Barber, we have the jet. We're ready to go.
Okay, so I don't know what was happening, but it looked like Doc got miffed about something and just folded his arms basically and said, that's enough.
Let me tell you what he got miffed about. Here's the guy that y'all talk about, the best player in basketball, and he goes 1 for 11 in the second half. He gives me 0 points in the fourth quarter. And you talk about I got a second superstar who's been crashing and burning like an asteroid. That's what I can't understand. So I'm going to fold my arm because y'all tell me these guys are what y'all say they are. They should be able to figure this thing out because that's what my guy can do.
Oh,
yeah. But you remember, Skip Bayless, you told me how it's going to be so much confusion. You got Frankie V on the sideline. You got Lionel Hollins, and you got Jason Kidd. You got guys that's been coaching going to be looking over Frankie V's shoulder. Oh, Frankie V to kick back. Like, hey, guys, let me tell you what we're going to do. And look at old Doc.
Because the heavens opened, and it broke perfectly for your Lakers.
Skip, you don't get breaks. We make breaks.
Easiest path to the finals ever. In the history of the finals, there's been no easier path.
Luck. You know what luck is, Skip? Luck is what happens when
Houston, Denver,
let me tell you what luck
Miami?
is. Let me tell you what luck is. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. If you're prepared, the opportunity presents itself. Okay, I'm prepared. Here's a bubble. We're going to get an opportunity chance to go compete for a title. Hold on. You guys got Dallas. Minus Porzingis. You should have lost in the first round. Had Porzingis not got thrown, if Kane Fitzgerald hadn't raised his ugly head in the first game and threw Porzingis out, you would have lost that game. If you had to run, so you should have lost in the first round and put you out your misery, so your hopes would have been dashed early on. But what happened to you is that your hopes got up because you really thought you were going to go somewhere. You're not going. There's no greater letdown, Skip. I know it used to happen to me all the time. I had an uncle with problems. He's going to take us to the store. We're going to go get ice cream. I'm going to come get y'all on Sunday. And you know what happened? He never showed up. Made nothing like a letdown. And you feel let down. And I love it.
Well, I'm rooting for Doc to go to the East and pull something off.
And on the least? Oh, you know my guy ran that. Ran everybody up out the East.
Remember, the best player in basketball now resides in the East. His name is Kevin Durant.
And guess what he ran? He ran because he didn't want no smoke.
Really?
He didn't want no smoke with us in the West. We ran him up out the West. He had opportunity. Hold on, Skip. This is not Kevin Durant's first time becoming a free agent. So he could have easily came to the Knicks. He could have came to the Nets. He could have came. If he like that, if he want to go head to head with Bron, he didn't want to go head to head. He wanted to link up with 2 other guys that had already been established, that had already won, and wanted to join a 73-9 team. He ain't want no smoke, and then got you food over there. You see that he hit the shot right between his eyes.
He has owned LeBron James twice in the finals.
Don't do that,
back to
back. Do that. Don't do that.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.